What's up, YouTube, man? Welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, my name is JR, and I did 10 years in the Georgia Department of Correction, man. I share prison stories. I let y'all know what was going on while I was behind the walls. Like I tell y'all all the time, man, a lot of these stories might be entertaining to y'all. Some might be funny, some might just be outright crazy, some might be violent and stuff like that, but I just want y'all to know what this channel is about. It's about keeping the awareness up, man. Let people know what's going on behind the walls, for those who got family behind the walls, for those who are out here doing stupid stuff, man, to end up behind the walls. These are some of the stuff that you actually gonna face if you're stupid enough to go behind the walls, man. So just learn from my experience, man, so you won't have to end up being being a part of somebody else's content when they get out and get on YouTube and start sharing their awareness story and let people know what's going on behind the walls. But anyways, man, let me take y'all to the dorm, let y'all know what's going on. So come on, let's go, man. So I'm down here at the bend, man. I'm down here at the band. We in the dorm. It's pretty much cool in the dorm at this time, man. Everything is all right. Everything pretty much smooth, man. And I got an older cat that slept beside me. Mind you, I tell y'all, I'm in an open dorm at this time, man. It's like 53 man open dorm, bro. So you got some bunks that's against the wall, and you got some that's out in the open, like in the island. They'll call it in the island like that. You know, people be walking by your bed and all that. Never really liked being out in the island, bro. So I always had a bunk next to the wall. And at this time, I had a phone at this present time while I was there. And I had an old school dude beside me, man. Real cool, man. Decada. I just call him Decada. Old school Decada, man. Real cool player dude, man. Old school Decada. Nah, he had a salt and pepper hair, man. Waves and everything, just like mine, man. He was spinning harder than me, bro, to be honest with you. Old school Decada was spinning harder than me, man. And Unc was real player, man. I used to sit down sometime and I'd play casino with Unc. Me and him would sit down and play casino. For those who know the card game casino, we'd play sometime for hours, bro. And he was just giving me game about all type of different stuff, bro. You know, he was actually a dope boy on the street. Yeah, I was doing time for a couple of them birds. Y'all know what them things is. The white girl and white lady, them bricked up things. Yeah, he was doing time for that. But Unc was real smart, man. He was real smart, so he used to give me game about a lot of stuff. And at the time, he used to use my phone too. Now, let me tell you something, man. Unc was paid. Unc had paper. Unc showed me account one time, man, 30K plus on his account, bro. His prison account. So I was like, what are you doing with so much money? He's like, man, listen, man, good. That's what he was telling me about. All the stuff that he was doing out there, how he got caught up and all that type of stuff. So he used to use my phone. So I used to be like, why you don't get a phone? He's like, man, I don't want that responsibility. And it do come with a lot of responsibility, bro. You got to think about guys want to rob you, guys trying to finesse you. The police, they always trying to get it. You got to keep it hid from them. So it's like a whole bunch of pressure with having a phone, man. So whenever Unc need to use the phone, man, Unc be just call me. He be like, hey, Kingston. That's what he used to call me. Say, hey, Kingston. I put him on the phone. And one thing about Unc, when Unc get on the phone, Unc reminded me of that boy Maine, man. When Unc get on the phone, man, Unc he gonna tell me, hey, Kingston, stay close now, because if the police come, man, I ain't staying on the hill with the phone. He get real nervous and he get real jittery when the police come around if you got the phone on him, bro. There's a lot of people like that, bro. So I'd be like, okay, Unc, I got to keep a watch out for you, man. So he used to get on the phone, do his thing and stuff like that. But Unc had a partner named Jville, man. He was from Jacksonville, Georgia. Now, Jville, he was a real character within himself, man. He had a loud mouth. At one point in time, Jville actually had something going on in the dorm. Nothing major, you know what I'm saying? But he had a little phone and stuff like that. And he was an older cat, man. He ended up selling his phone because guys was talking about, robbing him, man. So he had got scared and ended up selling it or something like that. But once he sold his phone, man, he pretty much had kind of went downhill because his phone was his main source of income. He used to sell phone time, and y'all probably hear me talk about selling phone time sometime. I used to sell phone time myself as well. For guys who don't get on the wall phone, nobody really used the wall phone, bro. Them little Securus phone, that's what they had at the time like that. Each call was costing like $10 or something like that. Why are you gonna pay $10 to get on the wall phone where they're recording all your conversation, like how they did that boy Thug? Yeah, they record all your conversation when you could get on these regular phones in the dorm, bro. I charge $25 for the week, bro. You get an hour a day. That's a good deal. You get an hour a day. So that's how Jville was surviving at that time. like I said, he sold his phone, so he pretty much went downhill. Now him and Unc used to always like to play spades as well, man, and they used to always be spades partner, or they'll gamble at poker. Now Unc loved that gambling, man. Uncle Decada loved that gambling. Him and Jville, they sit down at that poker table, or if they playing spades against some other people, they be there, they be talking trash. But Jville had a real foul mouth, man. He had a real foul mouth. He'll talk trash even when he ain't got no money, bro. He's gonna be talking trash because he got Decada who gonna back him up, man. Like I said, Decada had the paperwork, man. Box is full of food, man. Box is full of food. Every time he get them little packages, his folks always sending him stuff, free rail shoes, all type of stuff like that. So Jville used to be somewhat of like a leech around Decatur, bro. You feel me? A lot of people in the dorm used to always talk about this, man. Jville come in, hey Decatur, he'll just open his box, bro. Man, let me get these. Boom, boom, boom. So Decatur, you could tell that sometimes he didn't like it. He'd be like, Kingston, look at this fat ass dude, man. He don't want to do nothing, man. All he want to do is eat, man. He come over here, eat all my stuff up. Eat all my stuff. Look at him. I'd be looking at damn, Unc. Because guess what? When he eat all Unc stuff up, man, Unc sleep on this side of me right here, bro. We sleep against the wall right here. Unc sleep on this side, and I sleep in the middle. Jville sleep right here. Man, y'all probably heard me say this before. This dude, Jville, bro. Listen, man. In the nighttime, all you hear is... I'd be like, bro, I'd be drawing my tent and everything, bro. It be disgusting, bro. The man's stomach is like this, like Santa Claus, bro. Just like that. And he be eating all that trash and be eating all that state food and all that. In the nighttime, he just be gassing the whole dorm out, bro. Bro, sometimes, bro, I gotta hit his bunk. I be so mad sometimes. I kick his bunk. He get up, he looking real stupid. Looking like what going on. I just draw my tent like I don't know nothing, bro. This man be gassing everybody out, bro. Gassing everybody out in the morning time sometimes. I'd be like, come on, Jville, man. Sometimes, bro, you gotta draw your tent, bro. Put a blanket up on this side of your bunk, man. I've told him to put a blanket up. When he put the blanket up, the officers, you know, they'll come around sometime and they be like, oh, y'all got to take the tents down. You can't have nothing blocking us from seeing you and all that. I tell the officer, look, man, this man need that tent right here because all this gas, this disposable gas that he be dumping off in the nighttime, yeah, I don't need that scent coming my way, bro. I don't need it coming my way. So Unc, over a period of time now, like I said, him and Unc was real cool, man. Unc was real cool. So me and Unc was sitting down playing cards one day. I was saying, Unc, why you don't get a phone, man? You know, you pretty much good. You pretty much established in this dorm. He was telling me, he's like, man, Kingston, man, I ain't messing with these young boys, man. These young boys always be robbing, taking people's stuff, and all type of stuff like that. So he was like, oh, I was like, Jville, what about Jville? He was like, man, you know what? Jville was just asking me about that, man. He was just asking me by a phone and he'll run it. He'll do phone time. He was like, oh, Kingston, you know, I mess with him. What you think about that? I was like, man, I don't know now. Because, you know, these people was goddamn just talking about robbing him. But he was like, oh, you was just saying that. What about him? I was like, yeah, I was just saying that. But then I wasn't thinking about the whole him selling his phone because, you know, they talking about robbing him and stuff like that. So he's like, man, I'm gonna think about it, man. You know, the money ain't the issue. Now, Unc like to pop his stuff sometimes. He's like, man, you know, the money ain't the issue, all Kingston. The money ain't nothing. The paperwork ain't nothing. I was like, yeah, they got these their little flips. They going for like $550, $600 and stuff like that. He's like, man, you get it for me? I was like, yeah, I get it for you, bro. It ain't no pressure, bro. I go holler at the Migo down there. You know what I'm saying? My partner Chewy got him on deck. You know what I'm saying? They ain't in the dorm at the time, but once I say Chewy, I gotta play for one of them things for like $600. He gonna be like, all right, Micah. Give me at lunch. Tomorrow at lunch, I'll get it for you. So I was like, okay. I was telling Unc, man, let me go holler at Chewy. He was like, all right, man, go holler at him and stuff like that. I was like, man, just tell Jville he just got to be careful with that thing, man. Boom, Unc was all right. 2 days, man. Unc was like, man, hey, Kingston, paperwork right here. I was like, man, you serious? He's like, yeah. Boom. Ran it to Chewy. Chewy, goddamn, boom. Phone was right there, bro. Unc called Jville over there. He was like, man, Jville was happy as ever, man. He's like, man, what is? What is? Unc was like, man, it's a phone right here. Go ahead and start cranking some phone time up. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I need to get on the phone, just, you know what I'm saying, make sure it's good. He's like, man, for real? I was he looking at me like, I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. Hey, Unc got that. You know what I'm saying? You just holding it down, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys will do that, bro. They'll buy phones and stuff like that. They don't want to keep them. They just give it to somebody to keep, give it to somebody to hustle with whenever they need to get on there, talk to their folks, their family, kids, or whatever like that. They'll get it and they'll talk. But anyways, bro, Jville had the phone. And when Jville had the phone, like a couple days after that, you start seeing a change in Jville. He was back on his high horse, bro. You know what I'm saying? He back to talking trash. Hey, man, I'm selling phone time, man. I'm selling phone time. Now, like I said, Jville probably like 50, bro. And you got a lot of these young dudes. I was telling Jville, like, bro, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Don't be making no announcement in the dorm, man. You know what he told me? He's like, man, Jamaica, man, I've been doing this forever, man. I've been doing this a long time, man. I done did multiple bids. But I was like, bro, you was just the same dude a couple months who sold your phone because you heard some dude were planning on robbing you, bro. You feel me? Now you telling me you know the whole game, you know the whole program and stuff like that. I was just telling you, bro, don't be making no announcement in the dorm that you have a phone. You feel me? Just let people find out on their own. Of course people gonna find out because it's nothing you could actually hide behind the walls, bro. I don't care how good you is, bro. I done seen guys hide it from the dorm that they had a phone. They ain't had a phone for a month. But some way, somehow, bro, it's gonna find out. Everybody gonna find out. They gonna find out even when you get popped. You might just get popped and everybody be like, damn, I ain't know he got a phone. Yeah, they just found out and you ain't got it no more. So I was telling him that, bro. Just like let people come to you, bro. Once people know you got a phone, they gonna pull up on you like, hey man, you do phone time or whatever like that. Okay, cool. But I guess he was feeling like I was some type of competition. I used to sell phone time, bro, but I never used to just sell to everybody like that. I have 3-4 contracts, bro, because you got to be careful of how you take all these contracts. Some guys be taking 10 contracts. You can't take 10 contracts, bro, when you only pull the phone out at 3-4 o'clock. Sometimes you can't pull the phone out until after 4 o'clock count, bro. And if you're giving everybody 30 minutes a day, you still got to charge the phone. You got to go through all this. If the police come walking around, you got to get the phone from them. Sometimes the police might be in the dome for 30 minutes. It's all type of things that could happen, bro. So I never put myself in the bind of tied up with contracts. Plus, I got to have me some me time. And plus, I be having my partners and regular people who I mess with just on the regular, bro, and not charging for no phone time like that. So I was telling Jville that, but you know, like he said, he know everything, bro. So Jville, he was doing his thing, selling his phone time and stuff like that. And Unc was asking me, Decada was asking me, what you think, man? He doing good? I was like, man, he all right. You know what I'm saying? You just got to tell him he got to, you know what I'm saying, calm C, man. He just got to chill some. Because he just got back on his high horse, like I was saying, getting hyper, getting loud, playing cards, doing all this extra stuff. You know, you could tell that his confidence was back up. He was boosted up. He back doing his thing or whatever. Anyways, remember I told y'all about Shel, the big old rat, that New York City rat, the guy that told on me about the phone. Yeah, this was actually happened before this story I shared with y'all about Shel. But Shel was in the dorm at this time, bro. And Shel used to always come around when me and Unc be playing casino. Now, Shel was real smart. Shel done been a chain gang like 10 times, bro. You know what I'm saying? The real slickster. So he used to come around, we playing cards and stuff like that. And he used to always be say, let me play some cards with you, man. Let me play some cards. I bet I could glove you, man. I bet I could glove you. But I already knew what Shel was up to. He see Unc be having a lot of going on, bro. Unc always have a lot of food, eat what he want. And he knew that Unc had bought the phone for Jville. A lot of people had found that out, you know what I'm saying? Because they knew Jville ain't really had nothing going on at the time. But Unc was real cool, and people knew that Unc had the paperwork. So Shel, he started trying to swivel his way around. You know he real snake. He just started swirling his way around like that. And Unc said it to me one day. He's like, man, what you think about that dude right there? I said, man, Unc, that's a real, I don't like him. You know what I'm saying? My energy never took towards him, bro. Never. Even before, and this is before that he told on me about my phone and got my phone knocked off, bro. My energy never took to that dude, man. So Unc started playing cards with him and stuff like that. And Unc was telling me, he's like, man, he asking about the phone. He asking about getting on the phone. And I told Jville to mess with him. I was like, man, Unc, listen, man, you don't want to open them doors with this dude. Unc was like, man, Kingston, that's exactly why I ain't want the phone, man. I don't want my name associated with it, man. Jville the one that's telling everybody it ain't his. It's mine. He just running it. I was like, man, there, go right there, bro. But I knew Shel, bro. You know what I'm saying? And even after my situation, I thought about this when this happened, bro, and it opened my eyes so much more. All the dots went to connecting, bro. And Shel, one day, bro, you know what Shel did, bro? One day we in the dorm, and one of the little GD dudes, my partner Black, real cool dude, man, came to me, young dude from Florida. He's like, man, what's up with Jville, man? I was like, what you talking about? He's like, man, Jville, bro. Shel them goddamn brought a kite. Another kite, bro. Famous for these kites now. Shel said he found a kite, bro, between this man bunk, you know what I'm saying, in the middle of the night. Mind you, our bunk is against the walls right here. You have to literally come in these cuts. Jville cut is right here, and my cut is right here, bro. You literally have to walk in a cut. How you come in there and you find a kite? So I'm saying to Black, I'm like, what's on the kite? He was like, oh, it's some names of everybody who got phones in here. And he found it by Jville bunk. So he telling all the GDs they got to put Jville on the door. Look at Jville telling. He found the kite. He felt like Jville wrote the kite to turn it into the police. I'm like, bro, that don't make no sense. You feel me? And mind you, this is after the situation that he wrote the kite. Say it's coming from EJ, bro, about me supposed to give him that phone that Jamaica was spelled wrong on it. So I'm like, bro, that don't make no sense. I said, how come he just magically walking this man cut at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when he got no business in there and find a kite that this man supposedly right to turn into the police about people who got phones when he actually got a phone? It's not his, but he actually is holding a phone. I said, that don't make no sense to me, bro. So Black was like, bro, you know, you right, bro. You right. He pulled up on the gangsters this morning like, bro, we need to slide Jville, because Jville the police. I'm like, man, I'm telling Black, you know what I'm saying? Me and Black was real cool like this. Mind you, he GD and Shel is GD, but he knew Shel was a real snake, bro. So Black was like, boy, you know what? Right, boy. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, Unc for Florida anyway. He's like, man, I'm going to pull up on Unc anyway, man, and see what's going on. So Black, at the time, he didn't tell the GDs that he pulled up. So he pulled up on Unc. He tell Unc, you like, man, what's going on, man? You feel me? Whoop, whoop, whoop. So Unc was like, well, hell nah. I remember hearing it, bro. Unc is a real country dude, bro. I was sitting on my bed. Unc was like, oh, hell nah, man. I ain't no snitch. I ain't no rat. Man, I ain't goddamn, how the hell I'm gonna ride a goddamn kite when I got a phone? He said, man, that shit don't even make no sense. I remember Black telling him, like, man, just chill. He like, oh, hell nah, man. That shit some bullshit, man. That shit some bullshit. Then he try to set me up. You feel me? So at this time now, Uncle Decada was right there, bro. And Decada had kind of heard the whole conversation. So he's like, hey, Kingston. He's like, hey, Kingston, what's going on? You feel me? And I was like, hold on, Uncle, I'm gonna let you know. So now I start peeping the scenery in the dorm. I start seeing all the GDs, all their faces. Then I locked in on Shel. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, this dude here think he got all the sense in the world. You could see it on his face, bro. You could see the griminess on his face. So after Black finished talking to Jville, they went up there, whoop, whoop, whoop. One of the other dudes, that was GD, that was actually, he was from Augusta, dude from Augusta, bro. He was actually over the dorm at the time, bro. Had real high ranking than GD around the compound, but he was over the dorm, bro. And I seen him pull up, bro, and went to talking to Jville. You know what I'm saying? They was over there talking about the bathroom area, bro, over there by the sink area for a long, long time, bro. About an hour, bro. And Uncle Decada was asking me, he's like, man, what going on, man? And I went to telling him, he's like, man, see, Kingston, that's why I ain't want no phone, man. That's what I'm telling you, man. These phones be problem, Kingston. It's nice to have, and you can talk to your family whenever you want to, man, but it be bringing a whole bunch of issues. But I started to tell Unc, I said, Unc, don't you realize what's going on? He was like, what's going on, Kingston? I was like, man, you don't see, Shel is actually trying to play Jville out of pocket, man. This dude is trying to ride up under you, man. I said, if he get Jville out of pocket, that's your phone. It's gonna be left back in the dorm, and I bet he's gonna come to you and talk about the phone. And Unc said, man, he said, Kingston, you know what? You right, Kingston. He been asking me about that phone, man. He be telling me that Jville can't protect it if somebody try to rob Jville. You know what I'm saying? Jville ain't got no protection. He telling me if somebody try to rob Jville, he gonna stand up for Jville and all that. And I was like, man, this dude here, he is hell, man. This dude here is hell, man. This man was putting a real snake and ladder plan together, man. He tried to snake this man out so he could climb up the ladder, bro. I said, Unc, don't you see? Unc was like, man, Kingston, you right. He's like, Kingston, you right. He's like, Kingston, you told me about that dude. I said, man, my energy never took this dude, Unc. Never. So he was like, man, he said, man, Kingston, I might as well just go ahead and sell that thing, man. I was like, you sell it, go ahead and sell it, huh? You know what I'm saying? Just to avoid all the problem, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, man, see now, they trying to talk all this, man, about Jville. I said, just chill. Don't say nothing, man. I said, if buddy come around, man, just play it smooth, man. Play it real smooth. And like I said, when these folks had finished talking, GD dude and Jville had finished talking, Jville pull up on Uncle Decada, bro, and they sit down, they chopping it up. You know, I'm on my bunks. I'm pretty much hearing everything that they talking about, man. And Jville was like, man, somebody tried to set me up. Somebody tried to set me up. But I had told Unc, I said, Unc, whatever I told you, do not tell Jville. At least not right now, bro, because Jville, he's stupid. He'll go ahead and open his mouth and go to talking all loud and talking all type of shit like that. Sometimes you gotta learn how to keep stuff quiet. So Unc was like, yeah. And I was sitting right there while him and Unc was talking, and Unc didn't put him on game with what's going on. You feel me? So Unc was telling him like, man, I'm finna go ahead and sell the phone, man. So Jville was like, man, you ain't gotta sell the phone, man. You ain't gotta sell it, man. These niggas just trying to set me up, man. Why would I tell on everybody in the dorm that got a phone? Everybody. Even my name was on there, bro. Even my name was on there. But I knew that Shel wrote this kite, bro. It's no way possible you gonna walk in somebody else's cut that you got no business in and magically finds a kite, bro. That's saying that he tell it that he writing everybody names who got a phone, bro. It don't make no sense, bro. So I pulled my curtain back, bro, and I was asking Jville. I was like, what GD's talking about? He's like, man, they good, bro. Them folks, they know that somebody trying to set me up, bro. They know that somebody trying to set me up. They know I don't do that. They know I don't rock like that. And I was like, man, that is crazy, bro. Shel is crazy, man. This man done cooked up a real master plan, bro. Try to backdoor this man. So I told Unc was like, man, Kingston. He was like, man, you think you get that phone sell for me? I was like, hell yeah, I get it sell, Unc. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, man, I'm gonna tell Jville. I was like, yeah, just tell Jville. He called Jville over there. He told Jville, he's like, man, I'm finna sell that phone, man. So Jville like, why? He's like, man, you see all the problem it's causing right now. Jville like, man, it's good, man. It's good, man. Ain't no problem, man. We good, man. The G's know I ain't trying to tell or nothing like that. So Unc was trying to show him the bigger picture, like, bro, you don't understand. You know what I'm saying? That's when I told Jville. I said, look, I said, come a little bit closer, bro. Sit right here. And I told him, I said, man, listen, man, what I'm about to tell you, bro, I don't need you telling nobody this or nothing like that. He was like, what? I said, bro, you don't see what's going on? You know what I'm saying? I said, this man trying to set you up, bro. He was like, man, he looked at it and he's like, man, you know what? He said, man, Jamaica, you right. I said, man, shut up, man. You talking too goddamn loud anyways, bro. I said, shut up. He said, man, you know what? You right, man. You right. I said, bro, the next step is going to be, if he cannot snake you, bro, he's going to set you up to get, you know what I'm saying, to get robbed, bro. He gonna set you up to get robbed by his own peoples, or he gonna use somebody else, another organization, to rob you, bro. This is how this dude operate. And he was like, man, Kingston, you right, man. He's like, man, you ain't got to sell it, though, man. The G's got me. I said, bro, CGD. You feel me? What you think? They going to side with you, not side with him? It don't matter how shiesty he is, bro. They going to side with him at the end of the day, bro. So Unc was like, yeah, man. So Jville was like, man, I'll buy it. So Unc was like, where you going to get the money from? He's like, man, I'm calling my old lady, man. I'm going to tell her, man. Just give it to me for a deal. So Unc was like, all right, man. I'll give it to you for 400. You feel me? So he's like, all right, man, just give me a week, man. Call my old lady. Call his old lady, whatever like that, man. And boom, boom, boom. A week passed by, bro. And guess what? He did come up with the money, bro. And Unc goddamn gave him the phone, bro. Unc was like, man, you know what I'm saying? And after that, bro, guess what? Jville, high horse, bro. High horse. Riding super high, bro. Even from before, when Unc he was just holding the phone for Unc, bro. You couldn't tell him nothing now, bro. He was all the way up, bro. So anyways, bro, as time go by, words start going around again about somebody gonna try to rob him, bro. You feel me? And I remember Decada saying it to me. He's like, man, Kingston, Jville scared, man. I was like, what he scared about? He's like, man, he heard somebody try to rob him. I said, shit, all he got to do is sell it like he did the first time. You know what I'm saying? Just sell the phone. So he's like, man, Unc was like, man, he's stupid, man. He's stupid. I don't know why he want to hold on to that phone. He ain't talking to nobody in the goddamn way. Sometimes he just talk to his old lady for an hour or so, man. He need to sell that thing, man. Sell it. It's going to cause nothing but problem. So I was telling Unc, I was like, man, I said, you probably should have never sold it to him anyways, man. He's like, man, he's going to be mad anyways, man. He's going to be mad at somebody. I sold it to somebody else and we sold it to him. I was like, man, listen here, man. Tell that man to sell that thing, man. He was like, man, I told him, man. I told him. He don't want to sell it, though. He don't want to sell it. So I remember seeing him, bro. And, you know, Jville is real cool. Mind you, he got his little nasty ways to be gassing me out in the nighttime and stuff like that. So I told him one night, bro, we was up. He was on his phone, bro. I was over there on my phone or whatever. I remember getting up to charge my phone. You know what I'm saying? You know, get up. I got to watch the battery in the middle of the night because the police keep coming in and out. And he was up, too. He was trying to charge, bro. But I told him, I said, bro, go find another plug, bro. Don't come charging your phone beside me because every time he leave his battery to charge, bro, he's not going to watch it. His fat self might go back there and go back on the bunk and go right to sleep, bro. Next thing you know, police come in, I'm grabbing 2 batteries and all that. Nah, I ain't with that. I told him. So I was telling him tonight, I was like, man, you probably need to sell that thing, bro, if you feel like somebody finna try you. He's like, man, Jamaica, man, I was thinking about that, man. I said, bro, go ahead and sell it, bro. You feel me? Don't let nobody goddamn bust you up or whatever like that. He's like, man, you know, I'm gonna go by mine, man. I'm gonna go by mine. I said, yeah, you could go by it, but yeah, these folks don't respect you. Remember, you ain't young like that, bro. You feel me? They know you pretty much like a free pick, bro, to be honest with you. He was a free pick. If it was somebody in the dorm at that time, bro, that somebody was going to rob, bro, he probably would be the first person, bro, because he's not going to defend it. He say he's going to defend it, but he's definitely not going to defend it, bro. He's like, man, I'm going to go ahead and sell it, man. I'm going to go ahead and sell it. Line somebody up for me, man. And I went back to the same Hispanic, bro. You know what I'm saying? Same Hispanic that I bought the phone from for Decada, bro. I went right back to him. I was like, hey, True, you know, we trying to sell that thing that just bought back for you. He's like, man, what they selling it for, man? He's like, $450, you know what I'm saying? Because Jville was like, I got to make something off of it. I got to at least make $50 off of it. So I was like, $450. He was like, man, it's pretty good. I was like, yeah, it's good. Brought it down there, showed him the battery, the prunes are still pretty much still intact. And Chu was like, boom, right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? He sent the money to home, old lady, bro. And it was sold, bro. But I told him, I said, bro, don't be mad, bro, because something was in the making, bro. The same dude, Shel, he was the same one that was trying to set Jville up to get robbed at the end of the day, bro. Word came back around. He was trying to get the Bloods to do it, bro. He couldn't get his own people to do it because, you know, they wasn't robbing and stuff like that. But he was trying to get the Blood dudes to actually rob Jville, bro. And I'm so glad that Jville actually just came to his senses and sold that phone, bro, before he get hit up about the phone, bro. It don't make no sense. But it just show you how grimy some people is, bro, and the extent that they will go to, you feel me, to get people against you, bro, to set you up to get what they want. All they care about is they self, bro. You got to understand, when you are inside a prison, bro, you're amongst the worst of the worst in the world, bro. So your antennas always got to be up. And this is why I'm actually like this out here, bro, because my antennas was up for 10 years, bro. My antennas still up, bro. I don't let my guard down about nothing, bro, because you constantly got to be on guard around these people, bro. So why deal with this if you ain't got to? Stay on the street, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay out of trouble, stay out of jail, stay out of prison, so you won't have to end up in these situations, bro. And that's the story for today, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the story, man. A lot of love, a lot of peace, a lot of respect to y'all, man. Y'all, please remember, stay out the streets, man, because always a bunk open and chain gang for y'all, man. Respect, man. I'm out.